I've been doing thinking on um, how we weight what we do, and how people today have incorrectly assigned weights to short-term uh, instances of people in their lives, or uh, processes, or events in your life. Uh, they are a part of your everyday existence. Um, they set outside a pattern that you have, a pattern of behavior that you have. Okay. So each thing that you have, like if you have you have your boyfriend, you have your phone, you have different things in your life. You have your job at the grocery store or whatever, and everything has weights to it. And by weight, I mean how much you assign importance to it. So, example of this is you spend an inordinate amount of time monitoring where your spouse is, and so that interferes with your personal life. You spend a lot of time trying to keep track of someone else. Instead of letting them live their life, you're focused on controlling them. You're not focused on building a future, or building out an argument or an idea, or a relationship with somebody. They're interested in the short-term indulgence. What can it do for you short-term? Can it scare you? Can it invigorate you? So give you another example. Like people often rank everything importance short-term, like what's going to happen tomorrow, and then ignore things like long-term growth, like your finances, for example, or long-term health goals. Things that are immediate, short-term, are weighted much heavier than the long-term items. The long-term items are mostly disregarded, and there's very little accountability for any kind of arguing for or against them, because they are too far out in time for us to consider them. That's the short-term thinking, the weighting, WEIGHT, the weight of something is incorrectly assigned by a lot of people today. So what your boyfriend is doing on Saturday night bike night, who's he's hanging out with, is what you're focused on, as opposed to, say, making sure that you've got enough money for rent, because you're really, really short right now, and you're not actually prioritizing the rent thing as high as it should be. So the weight that we apply to things, if it's incorrect and out of proportion, then our lives are proportionately significantly short-term outlook. For longer term, the prognosis is not good. You live in a future, but you only live in a future where bad things are going to happen, where the glass is half empty. That's your future. So you live in two states: the immediate now, with very little long-term planning or resolution, and then you live in a foreseeable near future that's a negative future for you. So you see where a lot of people are stuck. They're stuck in a routine, doing the same thing, but they're ignoring longer-term issues. So let's see if we could try to drop your comments. Let me know what you think, if you are able to weight issues correctly and plan for longer term. Is that something you can do?